So why didn't Darth Vader recognize C-3PO on Cloud City?
You're actually going into an asteroid field.
Crazy to follow us, didn't they?
Possibility of successfully navigating an asteroid field is approximately 3,720 to 1.
Never tell me the odds.
So why didn't Darth Vader recognize C-3PO in Cloud City? That's a question that I've always wondered, and I thought it'd be fun to share my thoughts and suggestions with you today. In the prequels, specifically The Phantom Menace, we are introduced to young Anakin Skywalker, who already has had a knack for building and fixing things. We see right away that he has built a protocol droid named C-3PO. Fast forward 10 years to Attack of the Clones, and we are again introduced to C-3PO when Anakin and Padme arrive on Owen Lars's moisture farm while Anakin is searching for his mom. After that, C-3PO sticks with Anakin and Padme and ends up having a wild ride at the start of the Clone Wars on Geonosis.
My legs aren't moving. I must need maintenance.
What's all this noise? A battle! There's been some terrible mistake. I'm programmed for etiquette, not destruction.
Anakin even gives C-3PO at the end of Attack of the Clones to Padme as a wedding gift and as a ring, so to speak. Then we get to Revenge of the Sith, and C-3PO has all new plates. He's all gold, and it's the color we've come to know and love from the original trilogy. And he is primarily with Padme most of the time, and eventually has his mind wiped at the end of the movie. All this to say, Anakin created C-3PO, spent years with 3PO, so it begs the question, why didn't Darth Vader recognize C-3PO on Cloud City in The Empire Strikes Back? Well, I think the answer may be simpler than we think. First, I think Vader's hatred and suppression of Anakin Skywalker went into him not recognizing C-3PO. You know, as Darth Vader began to overtake Anakin Skywalker, he began to override and suppress all of his memories as well, suppressing anything related to Anakin Skywalker. I mean, even in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, Vader himself says,
Anakin. Anakin's gone. I am what remains.
So there you have it. Anakin is dead. Secondly, I think it had been 20 years since Vader had seen him last. I mean, think about it this way. Think about selling your own car in high school or a piece of equipment that you had in high school. And 20 years later, you run into it. More than likely, there's probably going to be new parts, maybe different paint job, so on and so forth, that it'd be hard to recognize your old car. I think the same thing with C-3PO. But I think this last and final reason is actually the main crux as to why Darth Vader doesn't recognize C-3PO. I think the biggest reason is that after learning that the young X-Wing pilot who destroyed the Death Star was Luke Skywalker, the offspring of Anakin. Think about it. We read all these books and these different novels and comics about how obsessed Darth Vader was at the very beginning to bring Padme back. That was the whole reason he turned, was to protect Padme. And in the end, he ends up relinquishing the fact that Padme is gone. His children are gone, died with Padme. And so 20 years later, he finds out that actually he has a son, Luke Skywalker. I think that Luke became Darth Vader's obsession. That is all he cared about. He didn't give two craps about C-3PO. All he could see was Luke. So between Vader suppressing Anakin, it had been 20 years later, and Vader's sole obsession of Luke, I think it makes sense that he wouldn't recognize him. But let me know your thoughts. Why do you think Darth Vader didn't recognize C-3PO? Tag me in the comments. Please like and share. And also, please subscribe as we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing and sharing. And remember, the Force will be with you always.